Hi guys, I've been working on these two mobile phones the last few days. I've made one good phone. It's here, and this will work for my project for a monitor for my camera. But I've got a couple of interesting problems with these other two phones. Now they're actually different. This one originally was an SMG935F made for sale in the UK. The UK and I think worldwide. And this one was originally an SMG935U, which was made for the US market. It was specifically a SIM-free phone, so you could buy it from any provider. I think it's Sprint and things like that in the US, isn't it? But you could use any operator's SIMs. It was SIM unlocked, basically. So anyway, what I did was, because I had problems with both of these phones, I swapped the motherboards to see what would happen. And the motherboards looked pretty much identical. The only difference I saw was that there was an additional coaxial cable running from the top antenna to the motherboard on the U model, the American model, and that's for antenna diversity, because there's also an antenna on the bottom. So the diverse antennas, I'm guessing that because the USA is a bigger country, it probably has larger cell sizes and it needs more options for the antenna. That's my guess anyway. If anybody knows different or knows the real reason, then please let me know. So after swapping the motherboards, I have to be careful to remember which one's which. Now, yeah, this has got the U, the American motherboard in. I know. This has got the UK motherboard in, and this has got the American motherboard in. And what's happening now, and I don't know whether it's just coincidence, is the display's gone all iffy on this one. There's a strange sort of back colour. And also it says camera fails. So that's not a good thing. It doesn't appear that the screen is bad all of the time, and depending on the settings you have for the screen, it goes away, it goes normal. The thing takes an age to boot. It's incredible how slow it is. So I don't know whether you can see there, it's got a very, very strange background colour. It's more visible if you, well, I can't start the camera, it says camera fail. I'll show you that. Start the camera. Goes away to think about it. And then it comes back and says warning, camera failed. So it wasn't doing that before. It does have a crack on the screen. So there's every chance that when I change the battery, I took the battery out of this one and put it into the good one, because this battery is not the right battery. It's for an S7. It fits the S7 edge. It's slightly too small actually. but it's a lower capacity. This one, I swapped the motherboards over because it had a pink line on the screen, and it wouldn't be any good. Pardon me. It wouldn't be any good for my project if it's got a huge pink line on the screen. So I swapped the motherboard on the off chance that I could get rid of the pink line. But as it happened, the pink line isn't a motherboard issue, it's faintly still there. I doubt that you'll be able to see it. I can see it, but I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Anyway, it's really faint now, and it's not too much of an issue. Strange flickering, eh? So what's this one doing? Ah yeah, there's no volume. There was no volume on this. So if I made a little video, test video of Tony Tiger. Oh, that won't help it. They're very awkward, these things. Cancel, delete. I was talking to him, but there's no audio. There is actually audio coming through on the earpiece. I put an earpiece in, and the audio is working on that, but it's not working on the speaker. And it certainly wasn't like that before. So I'm thinking that there's differences on the motherboards. And because it was easier to get the back off this, you need to heat the back up and then use something very, very thin. If you've got strong nails, a nail is perfect to just slip it under all the way around to break the seal, and there's a kind of glue mask. It goes all the way around the edge, and you need to break that seal, and then the back just lifts off. I've removed the back countless times with this, so it's become damaged, but that doesn't matter to me. Cosmetic. So there's 12 screws, tiny screws. Struggling with one hand here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Start again from the top. I think maybe there's one missing out of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Boop, boop. There's definitely one missing, and I don't see from where. No, I can't tell. Maybe that's the difference with the U and the F as well. I'm really not sure. So I'm going to take these screws out anyway. These 11, should be 12 screws. And I'm going to have a look at this camera and make sure it's plugged in properly. So there is actually 12 screws. There was one hiding. This is the top antenna, bottom antenna, and this is just some kind of cover. So inside, I noticed first of all that this wasn't plugged properly. This coaxial cable. And these go down to the bottom antenna, and this one here is the extra one I was telling you about that doesn't exist on the F. It's only on the U, and it goes to the top antenna here. So to remove the motherboard, you have to take off this, clip this for the screen, this, and the power on button there. And then I can flip this motherboard out and have a look at whether the camera's plugged in properly or not. So I've just removed the motherboard and flipped it over and reseated the connector for the main camera. I meant to say to you was two things. The first thing is that remember to remove the power connector first from the battery to the main board, and there's a connector underneath the main board to this subboard here which connects to the flex that goes to all the gubbins down here at the USB port. So I'm just going to connect it all back up. I don't think I can do it with one hand. No, I certainly can't do it with one hand. I don't know why I removed that antenna diversity coaxial connector, because it's actually on the same board. It just goes from north to south on the board on that blue cable. You see the blue cable? It runs up here. Well, I disconnected it for some unknown reason. Just gives me something else to reconnect. And these are fiddly, and don't break them. If you break them, you're causing yourself a whole load of heartache. You can replace the cables easily, but if you break the connector on the board, it's bad news. No, I'm going to need to turn you off, guys. I need two hands to do this. I can't do it with one hand. So I've put back all the connectors apart from the power connector. But I told you a portkey earlier. This is the volume button. The volume connector rather. And this is the power connector. This is for the screen, front camera, proximity sensor, and all that malarkey. So all the connectors are back on now, but I haven't put the covers back on. I'm just gonna power it on. No power on. I need to check the power connector. So we'll try again with the power connector connected. I'm still seeing that sickly colour. It doesn't look good at all. I was really thinking about it. I think this is just going to be exactly the same. Wow, I was really thinking about it. Now the camera works. So we've still got the poorly screen, but that's probably because of this crack. But the camera's alive again. It knows where we are now. It's connected to the internet, knows the correct time and date. So yes, it looks as though the boards for the F and the U variant of the S7 Edge are interchangeable. So all that remains is to put these covers back on and the 12 screws back in. Oh, something, if you're ever taking these things apart, something to remember, really remember, is remember to take the SIM tray out first, because you cannot remove the main board while the SIM tray is attached. You must remove the SIM tray. Alright guys, I'm going to put it back together again now and call it done. I don't know what to do about this other one with no volume. I'm guessing I've probably not plugged that in properly. But I don't care. For my monitor project, I don't need volume anyway. I won't be using these as phones ever again.